Welcome to the deep dive. Tonight we've got this personal account someone shared, a really interesting one.
Yeah, it's about a late night drive, getting super tired, and pulling over on a rural road.
Exactly. And our goal here, our sort of mission, is to unpack the sequence of events from this account, see what happened, and maybe what we can learn.
And it starts from such a relatable place, right? That feeling of just overwhelming fatigue when you're driving late.
Definitely. So the setup is a 2-hour drive home, family reunion, late. And these are, those dark, rural roads, thick trees and bushes everywhere.
And the person noted the time they pulled over, 11:22 p.m., pulled right off onto the grass.
Yeah, behind some bushes, trying to be hidden, which, seems logical when you can barely keep your eyes open and there's nowhere else safe to stop.
So they drift off. Then, not long after, 11:50 p.m., something wakes them up.
A scratching sound. But they're groggy, right? Half asleep.
Right, and it started pretty quick, apparently. So easy enough to just, dismiss it and go back to sleep. Priority was rest.
Makes sense. But then, it happens again.
Yeah, this is where it gets more concerning. 12:40 a.m., so almost an hour later.
Same scratching sound.
Yeah.
But this time, it doesn't just stop, it's persistent.
And that persistence plus the time gap, that's what shifts the feeling, like you said, from just being tired to feeling uneasy.
They mentioned thinking, okay, maybe an animal, but then thinking, wait, an hour later, same sound. That feels less random.
Much less random. And it prompted them to actually look, right, in the rearview mirror.
Yeah, and they caught just a quick glimpse, something moving fast, like running into the woods.
Gone in a flash, and the immediate thought that jumped into their head.
The hook killer. Urban legend. That story, suddenly, it's not just a weird noise, it's potentially something terrifying.
Totally understandable reaction. Alone, dark roads, strange sounds, something moving. Yeah, fear kicks in.
So the decision was instant. Get out of there, now.
Starts driving, feeling panicked, I imagine. And then, just up the road, maybe 100 yards or so around a bend.
Sees another car.
Park. Which is already a bit strange out there, that late. But the really odd part.
The driver's side door was wide open.
Yeah.
And nobody visible at first.
That absence is almost as creepy as seeing someone, isn't it? Just an open door into the darkness.
And then, bam, everything escalates. Someone comes sprinting around the corner, running right towards their car.
Not just running, but shouting. Aggressively.
Yeah, the account was specific, shouting things like, hey, you, get the fuck out of your car. Now.
Wow. Okay, so you go from uneasy scratching to seeing someone run into the woods to now someone actively, aggressively yelling at you to get out of your vehicle.
Yeah, terrifying. The reaction. Yeah. Floor it. Didn't hesitate, didn't look back. Just gone.
Can't blame them one bit. That's pure fight or flight kicking in.
Which led to their very direct conclusion from all this, their moral of the story.
Let me guess, involves not sleeping on deserted roads.
Pretty much exactly. Don't fucking sleep on the side of a deserted road. Clear message.
It really is. So you look back at the whole sequence, the scratching, the hour gap, the figure vanishing, the other car, the aggressive person. What was going on?
That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Was it some bizarre misunderstanding? Did they stumble onto something? Was the person yelling genuinely in trouble, or were they the threat?
It leaves you wondering. The scratching could have been an animal, maybe the person yelling needed help from their car, but the aggression feels off. Or was the person yelling connected to the scratching and the figure?
We don't know for sure, based on the account. But analyzing it like this, breaking down the moments, it really highlights how a situation can unravel. How vulnerability and isolation play a role.
Absolutely. It underscores that feeling of being exposed and how quickly your perception of safety can change late at night in an unfamiliar place.
So the takeaway isn't just the direct warning given, but maybe also thinking about, planning or alternatives.
Right. If you feel that tired, what are the options? Is there a lit service station 10 miles further? A small town? Sometimes pushing on just a little bit more to a safer spot is worth considering, even if it means delaying sleep. It's something this story definitely makes you think about.